You ain't offending nobody.
No, I'm just saying, you see the black people down there, look what they got. So, carnal mind will always go to like devilish ways or whatever, Take what they had. The law at the time was a sheriff. He didn't like him anyway. And part of what you talking about that bombing was, he was actually the crop dusting plane that they described, dropping gas bombs. Yeah. That's why the Gap man said he dropped the bomb on me. That's what they was talking about, right? So because they were military, they was issued that Gatling gun. But that Gatling gun was an experiment like every other experiment throughout the year, right? Let's see how effective this thing is. You know what? This is an example right here. And they started running them out their home. But the husbands were at work, so they was running the women and the children out. That shit was getting hit. Yeah. And then the husbands heard about it. But at the same time that the limo was going on about that kid downtown, going to work, bumped into this European woman by accident. Next thing you know, man, this is blown out of proportion. Yeah. But that guy was protected by the guys that were in the jail. They actually protected him.
You're talking about Dick Rowan, yeah.
Right. The rioters were coming to get him, and the brother was like, well, no, you're not. So they were standing on the principle of law enforcement, sheriff, marshal, the true law enforcement. So he was protected. So at the same time, this dilemma going on about these women running out their houses, they're being attacked by these guys coming out of the military. They're mentally distraught about what they're going through. So they just on a hunt to kill and take. So they went up on the hill to run them in this direction. They just open up. Just open up. Now, they say over 800 people died that day, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Right? Correct. Nothing was never done. Now, the story kind of left me freaked out, but I got a little upset about it. I said, you know what, too much going to change right now, man. It's still going on. You know what I mean? So, my research and my study has led me to believe that a lot of things that I thought was true, that I thought was real, that I thought was tangible, church, ministers, deacons, Seventh-day Adventists, I'm still upset because my mother was misled. She did the best she could, though. My father, he was abusive, but they did the best they could. At least we were raised in a home. But the atrocities that I read about, that I actually experienced, is why I'm here today. I can literally say I'm totally lost. But I'm not ashamed, because I'm aware that there's issues that as a man, I have to deal with it. I want to confront, but I want to be in my proper person when I do it. And I don't want to be angry about it, but I do want to be vigilant. Because when I swing my pinnacle, bro, I wanted to strike. When it strike, I wanted to personify out like, oh my God, I'm not messing with that dude over there, man. Yeah, respect me. I just respect. But at the same time, I want to give back. Because I think at 55, and I've been preserved all these years, I never understood my purpose in life. Well, my true purpose is to study and to teach. Yeah. But that's it. But you know what that European did? That nigga there might wake up one day, let's see if he can go. So they keep whipping and beating and misleading and let's take him over here, By the time he finally wakes back, how many years he been spent over there? By the time he makes, that's about 10 off, yeah, okay. We're gonna make him a workhorse on confusion. So they've been, I've been in the ring with him, and they done beat me up pretty bad. And I've been really injured me.
Keep this in mind, though, and for the rest of y'all too.
Yeah.
Know that being in your proper person is a state of mind.
You say again?
Know that being in your proper person is a state of mind.
Right.
When you know it, you're there.
Right.
Right. All right. You're in your proper person. What's that mean?
Right.
Nothing. So don't worry about the paper. Right? It's a state of mind, it's a consciousness. Everybody here, we conscious conscious of what? Because you got, you conscious. Because you're talking about some pyramids, you're conscious. Know who you are, know thyself. And then you know. So don't say, no, because I'm listening to you, right? And I can hear what you're saying, and I can feel what you're saying. So don't say when, because you know what you speak is powerful. And what you speak resonates in your body, right? So don't say when I get into my proper person. I am in my proper person. It's not.
There you go.
Y'all got a tree, right? Your brother got a question.
What is your mission here? Like, understood that the temple over on the east side is, I don't know, in the feedback that y'all get in the feedback.
Well, I didn't hear what you said.
The temple over on the east side.
Yeah.
What is your mission here? Like,
What is our mission here?
yeah.
Okay, well,
What's the next step?
Nobuju Ali, which is Prophet Nobuju Ali, created the Moorish Divine National Movement. The temples is under that movement. You follow me? So the mission is to be active to wake brothers and sisters of the Moabite blood up. That's it, to be active. You see, the brother just talked about restitution or to make a wrong, compensation. Well, we need to make all our brothers aware of their birthright so we all can do that collectively. That's the purpose, to stop. When you walking down the street, they don't look at you and say you're black. That's a Moorish American. Well, Amazight is a Moorish American. Cujo is a Moorish American. They're actually a nation. They operate like that. International law and American law and their ancestral law applies to them. You can't just do that to them anymore. That's the mission. It's always been and always will. That's the mission, to stop the abuse, to upgrade us, uplift us. You follow me? To raise us back to the level of genius, if you get what I'm saying. Because we're not dumb and stupid. Everything we need is in our DNA. Don't let them, their schools are not our schools. We don't learn like that. We learn multifaceted. So our mission is to make our people just aware of their birthright, that they actually have one, that they actually have rights, that they actually don't have to beg a foreign European on their land to do anything. That's our purpose.
Brother Cook,
It's not.
I explained the reason why I'm here.
Yeah.
But there was something you said in one of the videos, you said the order of the day. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And you said we're going to deal with nationality. We're going to challenge you to come out and just proclaim the nationality. You know, we don't come in the neighborhood. I like the way you express yourself. You can go to the cookie store there and get some cookies. Bring them with you.
Yeah.
But I challenge you to come. So I said, you know what? I like the challenge. It's like when the man challenged. And as we was traveling through the night, I got the realization that all of a sudden it got real calm. And it started to feel real natural.
What time was that? What time was that?
About 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock.
We had just went to sleep. Yeah, just went to sleep.
Yeah, I said it feels good. It feels natural,
Right.
I said you headed in the right direction. You're on the right path, and then the driver was like, "It's a long road." I said, "Well, life is like a long road, but you got to travel it sometimes. You got to get on that road." So I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
So just order the day.
To address the issue when you said about the organization or the temple that's over on the east side, I had attended, that was in my beginnings, and I had already been studying before I walked up in there, so I didn't get bamboozled. And when you get there, they're not going to teach you about your nationality and birthright. They're actually running it like church. And most of us have that experience of church, so you're going to recognize, baby, look, now, you can't go from the top. I ain't got that on the day. Don't be like that. But they're not going to teach you about your nationality and your birthright. Now, by me studying, before I got there, he given me the opportunity to have eyes wide open. Okay? Getting in there, first thing I asked was, how do I enroll my children into the school? Prophet said every temple is supposed to have a school and a press. They said, oh, we don't have that here. That was a flag to me, but I'm like, okay, well, I'm still willing to educate my own children anyway, so here we go. And then my next question was, after I accepted the temple membership card, how do I put my card in the temple's name? oh, well, we don't do that. That was pretty much the end for me. But it was really a wrap for me because of the fact that they have Noble Drew Ali there, but then they had another guy there, which I was not familiar with. So I had to begin to study some more to find out, and then find out he's the driver. And he's supposed to be the reincarnate, and they specifically said that's who they follow. I can't be there, but that's my temple. How do you deal with that? So they're not there to help you with your birthrights and your nationality. They're not. When I went to get my paper signed, that's where I took them first, because I was going to have elder mothers do it for me. The first elder mother said, oh, I don't think I can sign that. I would have to ask the grand sheik. And then the other elder sister said to me, oh, I don't think nobody here would sign off on that. That hurt my heart because I didn't know no better. And Cujo was the first person I had reached out to because I had a situation dealing with her being kidnapped. You know, and I was trying to study and, you know, yeah, but now here I am. So, but now the temple is unfortunate, but it's still our temple. But during the day, civics is not being taught there at all. Because when I had him, I gave it one more time. I went there, that following Sunday I was to give birth to him. I went to the temple and I asked the grand sheik, is the female in position now? And I asked her, when I had his baby, what am I supposed to do to to document his entry? She said, I don't know nothing about that. Now I had already knew I could do my own regular live birth myself, but I just needed, because I would like the elders to kind of direct me. And when it comes to that temple place, I could see, no, they don't wish for a person like myself to be up in there. One brother stood up one Sunday school and even mentioned that. He was like, we need to stop treating people like they don't know what they're talking about when they come in here and trying to run them off when they start trying to share the information that they had. He was referring to me because he told me after the class and everything that he was moved to speak on that because of the fact that he knew I knew what was going on, or I was clear on some things, but they were not in support of what I was bringing. And that's sad because I was only bringing what the prophet had brought. That's it. Why deviate from that which is real? Right.
Right. So and then bringing that up, that's why when you get into situations where you say, yo, you know that temple over there? Well, they don't do this and they don't do that and they don't do that. The reason why those guys didn't have a sign because they're not more Science temple. So they got no sign. They're not no temple. They're letting people know that they're not more Science temple. People assume that they're more Science temple because they see fezzes. They see the brothers wearing the tie with the suit, stuff like that, and they say, oh, well, you know, those guys must be more Science temple because they look like Moors. But that's just a box people in it.
And that's unfortunate because Pittsburgh had one of the first temples.
First temples, yeah. But said, now that it's things like that would let people know how deep the sellout is on the temple side. Forget UDOTS Corporation and what they're doing.
Your own brothers and sisters.
Your own brothers and sisters put you in slavery, right? So, for example, there's a letter called, I remember what Brother Amazight said, that Moorish Divine and National Movement is the umbrella, right? And then you have Moorish Science Temple, Women's Auxiliary, all these other things that are, are the spokes and then the handle and whatever, the button to push or whatever like that. But the umbrella itself is Divine and National Movement. So Noble Drew Ali said, Moorish leaders' historical message to America. We organized as the Moorish Temple of Science in the year 1925. All right, so 1925. So we organized as Moorish Temple of Science in 1925, and were legally incorporated as a civic organization under the laws of the state of Illinois, 1926. Right? So 1926. Let me see us again. Yeah. The name Moorish Temple of Science was changed to Moorish Science Temple of America, May 1928. Right, so with regard to what you asked, what's our purpose, right?